Oh my goodness. This is you know, sometimes, you know, you can get to a point where when you're fighting a good fight, you feel like everybody doubting you. Everybody is pulling you back. Everybody is not showing you no love. Sometimes it's a time to be humble. But then other times it's a time to tell them, I'm going to need you to shut up from now on. Today was one of them, I'm going to need you to shut up conversations that we had for the Cleveland Browns. I really was going to go on tomorrow with y'all. I was going to pull up tomorrow. I'm still going to do the show tomorrow. But I had to jump on here right now to talk to the people. I had to get them together. I had to talk to the people. Because Shedeur Sanders did something today that none of us could have done. Shedeur Sanders did something today that talk, that narratives, that writing, that any of that, we couldn't have did it ourselves. You know what he showed? He showed he was different. He showed that it don't matter what people say. And he ultimately showed he was legendary. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. By the way, this is going to be one of them episodes that you're going to want to save, and you're just going to distribute this. When people start hating, when people start talking that yang, that nonsense, go ahead and just distribute this. Go to said point in this game. Because Shedeur Sanders just gave us all some ammunition. I think these streets is going to be empty all weekend. Right here on the barbershop, boy. A lot of y'all didn't understand what I wanted to talk about, what I was saying. I said it the other day. I put it out on Twitter and I put my tweet out. Right now, this first part of this, we're not even talking about no football. Don't try to talk no football now. I don't want to talk about no football right now. I want to get to them games y'all was playing. And this is why I put what I put the other day. It don't matter who in that first team huddle. All that matters is the people that's in the huddle and what you gonna do. Y'all was running around here joking and laughing about these first team reps. They're trying to sabotage him. There's no one trying to sabotage him. If he's so good, he'd do this. If he's so good, he'd do that. If he was so good, shut up. Be quiet. You're irrelevant at this point. The conversation has moved. Thank you to Shedeur Sanders. Because now, all those that want to see and know football, we can take over. We'll handle it from here. No. We'll handle it from here. We have it. You've done what you needed to do. Because before we even get to the football stuff, let's just get to this. I told y'all, when God got something for you, can't nobody take it. I told you that people want to live and die with circumstances. The circumstances and the fifth round nature of it. And these quarterbacks are ahead of them. And this quarterback, and it's the fifth round, and this, that, and this. You know what you got shown today? You got shown today that there's a different level to this game. You got shown today that there was a different level out here. You got shown today that it didn't matter all that you wrote, all that you talked, all that you thought you were doing, all the mental gymnastics and the jousting and moving these pieces and parts, and that person's better, and this is that, and this is that, and this is that. You're welcome to walk it all back. You're welcome to come on over. I told you had an opportunity before the preseason game to come on over like QVC. We were giving out our Christmas in August. Free delivery on anything over $99. We got the earring set with the necklace. And of course, the Rolex. 3 easy payments of $39.99. You get that right now. Get in while it's hot. Ladies, this is going to look good in the fall. Ladies, you're going to be able to wear this at church, wear this to any outings, to the wine and cheese party, but it's also casual enough, right? You say, what are you talking about, G. Bush? Well, if you've been over here, I've been telling y'all, it's still time for y'all to get on the bandwagon. It's still, you hear it. The Amazon Prime truck is coming down the street because you tried the narrative game. And I told you so eloquently, I told you all that when it comes to the game of football, what happens between the white lines is always and always will be undefeated. Players play, ballers ball. They show up and do what they need to do. And you know what the best thing about this is? You know what the greatest thing about this is? The deck looked like it was. The deck was stacked so crazy that now you can't even be a hater. You can't even be a detractor with a straight face. You know why? Because he didn't get any first team reps. Ever. You want to know why? Because I was out there watching him throw the ball to support staff in trash cans. I was there when I pulled up on y'all and told y'all. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, see you aunties, wherever you at. This ain't even no competition. They playing around. They not even leaving receivers for him to even do his thing. Every single time you go to practice, you got to hear about 5th round. Every single practice you're talking about, you're hearing people running around talking about he don't know the plays. He can't command a huddle. They had to strip the playbook down for him. Kevin Stefanski went to put training wheels on him. He can't, he's just behind Dylan Gabriel. He's just behind. You're behind on your film work. You're behind on your film work. Because if you would have been watching, you would have known that he was super accurate. If you've been watching, he always had coordinators that was in the league. He always had Pat Shermer and coordinators. If you was watching, but you weren't watching, you decided, I'm going to take anonymous information from the New York Football Giants and anonymous scouts who said about his interviewing process. Tyler Shuck looks like hot garbage right now. Everybody else passed on him, so we bet. Listen, if everybody, my mom always say, if everybody else jump off a cliff, you gonna jump too? So this ain't a victory lap. This is a reality check. It's a lot of people that's gonna have to reassess and go back to the drawing board. Because the conversation around Shedeur Sanders is no longer valid with 5th round picks. As a matter of fact, now if you talk of a 5th round pick, that's a cancelable offense. If you say 5th round pick, I know for a fact that you don't watch football and you're not looking at it. I don't know what you do with your spare time, but you're not looking at the games where it counts, right? You're not doing that. If you say that this man don't understand defenses and how to throw the football on time and break in the huddle, listen, for all those people, you've been exposed. You've been exposed about the fact that you don't understand or know anything about football. You say buzzwords. You say buzzwords and catchphrases that make you sound like you plugged in and know what you're talking about, but you don't. I saw a dude who came out there and didn't have to call not one timeout to get people in order and move them around. I saw a dude go out there and make checks and audibles. Didn't have to do none of that. I saw a dude come out there and 3 for 3 in the red zone. 3 for 3 on the red zone. I was told I was told by you people out there, he's not a good athlete. I just saw him elude sack after sack after sack. Is he faster than Prime? No, but you aren't either. He's faster than you. I see him scramble, getting 10 yards. I didn't see him swimming around. I didn't see Tommy Reese cussing him out on the playbook because he missed wide open receivers. I didn't see none of the above. You know what I saw? Touchdown Browns. Touchdown Browns. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. But then again, we was always telling you that. So now the onus is in your court. It's back to you. Will you continue to make fools of yourselves? Because right now, tomorrow, listen, you got 48 hours to come up with your best rebuttal. You got 48 hours to figure out how you gonna hate on this. 48. I'm gonna give you the time. Because the Panthers played their ones. The Panthers had Andy Dalton, and Andy Dalton is a guy who is a veteran, and Shedeur outplayed him. Browns had penalties. They overcame the penalties and put the ball in the end zone. You want to talk about placement on the ball? Let me throw the ball between 3 defenders in the back of the end zone. Dot. You want to keep talking about it? Let me throw a nice 25-yard square in. Right? Let me throw it a down and away to just keep you a sliding touchdown. I watched the 3-14 team, and I didn't see no throws like that last year. With veterans, first-round picks, first overalls. I didn't see that. Y'all got 48 hours to figure out how you're going to diminish it. And by the way, I'm just giving y'all the ammunition. You'll see it when it comes. Oh, it's just a preseason. Oh, some of the crossing routes. Oh, yeah, like some of those sacks that he ran away from. He can't do that against other teams in regular season, blah, 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 blah. I'll get it, bro. I understand it. At this point, if you can't even recognize it, you can't respect it, you can't see it, then why are we talking? You might as well just go root for the other team. I never saw Browns fans be so, I've never seen Browns, because now it puts you on display. Thank you, Shedeur Sanders, because now this is truth serum. The Browns went 3-14. You just saw somebody play very well on the road in his first debut with no first-teamers going against another team's first team. No excuses, and the Browns came in and scored touchdown 3 times out of 3 times in the red zone. Are you a Panthers fan or are you a Browns fan? Do you not like somebody so much that you just decide that I'm going to disregard it? I don't think a lot of people will. There's always a couple of haters. But now the onus is on y'all. It's up to you. All them people out there that mythically and magically had Dylan Gabriel just the coldest. He's a supercomputer and he's a savant and all this other good stuff, and he wasn't and on top of this is after they had the inner squad scrimmage with the Panthers, and Shedeur still didn't get no reps with the ones. They had Tyler Huntley getting runs. They let Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett still throw the ball more. So now here's what we're going to do. Ball's in your court now. See, that's the thing about going first. When you go first, you set the tone. The tone has been set. If you're a veteran and you Flacco and Pickett, I expect nothing less than this. I expect nothing less than this 14-23, 138, 2 touchdowns and a win. I listen, because you're going to be playing with better players around them. You're going to have the benefit of the doubt that you're a veteran and you've already seen it. You've been in the offense. You got the most reps. I need to see it. This is the bar here. Let's try not to actually, let's try to act like we're not going to move it. That's how we going to move. But it's 14 and 23, 138. 2 touchdowns. Points on the board. Ball's in y'all's court. It's up to y'all to match the energy. Because guess what? The world saw it. The world saw it. Not just here. See, this is why I was trying to tell y'all can get on board right now. Because now, if you say some of the same things, you're going to be losing a lot of credibility because now all the other people have seen it. You know how your mom used to say, don't embarrass me in front of the, in public? Don't you embarrass me in these stores. Acting like you ain't got no sense. See, you're going to embarrass yourself out here with these regular guys. Now the local media is all, listen, national, they're watching. Stephen A. Smith, Louis Riddick, Dan Orlowski, you think they ain't about to be all in on 12? You think? You got 48 hours. You need to figure this out. Because we got some talking to do. We got some talking to do. LeBron James, Coach Prime, internet is on fire right now. If you a hater, just go ahead and for like a couple of days, just take some PTO. Just get off the internet. Go do something. Go take your girl to get some ice cream. Walk your dogs. Go stay at a bed and breakfast. Turn the internet off. Get off the cell phones and just concentrate on family. Concentrate on mental health because it's going to be nasty work these next couple of days. It's a rough one out here. It's rough out here. 3,800 people in here, wherever you at. Hit that like button. Right now, my phone is going, I don't even know. Like, it's just like, listen, half the time, my phone just be going on. This is wild. It's people from everywhere. But right now, all jokes aside, this is for somebody out there. This was deeper than rap. This was deeper than rap. Circumstances are temporary. Circumstances can come and go just like that. And Shedeur Sanders sold you how you can go from worst to first or first to worst, just like that. And there's going to be some circumstances in your life, and people are going to tell you, you ain't it, you ain't it, you ain't it, you ain't it. And you're going to have to prove yourself. But this goes to show you, don't let nobody write your destiny. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't get it done because it's 12 or 13 or 14 of them that don't understand what you're about. Most of what Shedeur Sanders is, and most of what the detractors are, is they don't understand. But sometimes God will put something into you and gives you a gift. He gives you a talent that can't nobody take away. As long as you use it, as long as you use that talent, can't take it away. And that talent will always make room for you. No matter who it is that say what it is or how it's going to work. Because when you have unwavering faith in what you can do, and you're not going to compromise, and you're going to keep going, and you're going to keep showing up, good things will happen. Did the Browns put him in the best position? No. In life, you're not going to get the best position. When you start off anywhere entry level, you're going to start at the bottom. You're going to get the worst shift. They're going to be watching you when you come back from break. They're going to be watching your activity on your email. They're going to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. When it comes time for appraisal, they're going to point out 96 things you did wrong and not the 15 things that you did right. You know why? Because you knew. You're just there. But just go, guess what? Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Unbothered. Keep showing up. Shedeur Sanders' arm was so tired, because he kept showing up after practice. He kept going before practice. And while they were saying what you can do and what you can't do, you know what he kept doing? Showing up, throwing the football. So I think this is a bigger point that we can all take away. Shedeur Sanders, did he play perfect today? No. He said that at the end with Aditi. He said, I got a lot to do and I got a lot more to work and I got a lot more to move with. And I love the humility of that. I love it. He said he's not perfect, but you know what he did? He shut up a lot of people. And I ain't gonna lie, it's very satisfying. He shut up a lot of people. A lot of people that didn't do their homework. A lot of people that take what other people say and run with it. A lot of people that don't really know who you is. A lot of people who don't really care to dig that deep to see who you are. A lot of people that just write but don't see. A lot of people that talk but don't never hear. Well, guess what? Today, once you're off the internet and you're figuring out a way to spin this, just know, realization should hit you. It don't matter what you write or say because you do not control the outcome. No man can control how hard you work, how much work you put in, and your confidence. Don't let nobody tell you because you confident in who you are as a person that, and it's intimidating to them that you're supposed to dim your light so they can feel better about living in their darkness. I'm not dimming my light. I'm not dimming my light so you can stay comfortable in your darkness. If it's uncomfortable, great. Maybe I want to inspire you to do more or be better or improve on what you want to do. Y'all ain't listening. You not listening, man. If you put your energy to anything, you are unstoppable. You are, if you unwavering and all you got is you and your faith and how you gonna move, and if you on the right path, nobody can't stop that. And there's a lot of people out there that wanna, oh, listen, if it's all about God, well then God is a very funny person. I don't laugh about that. I think you should find another line of jokes that you come with. I get scared for people when they say stuff like that. There's only a couple things in this life I fear. One of them, and if only one of them, is God. I ain't gonna play around with it. But this is more about a collective thing. It ain't just one person, and it's just not that. Today was a show that, listen, you stack the deck if you want. Unbothered. Just give me the football, I'm gonna play. Just let me get I don't need the reps. I don't need the interviews. I don't need Jerry Jeudy and the first team reps to go out and shine. I don't need Joe Batonio and Wyatt Teller. I would like to have them, but you ain't gonna give it to me. I'm okay with that. I ain't got to have the most. I ain't got to be number one on the depth chart. As long as I get them snaps, I can be fourth. You call me what you want to. 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, then relevant. There you go. You can say and insinuate that I don't know what I'm doing. You can insinuate that I'm dumb and I can't move around and I can't do some of the things the other people can do. Well, guess what? After today, you can shut your damn mouth. Thank you, Shedeur. We can actually talk about football now. 780 comments. I know. Like, dang, G. Bush is a little too early for that. Let's keep it pushing. Come on. Let's get to, dang. Y'all in here like that? Let me take my banner down, man. Take my banner. Solo Zeke 13. G. Bush, what they gonna say now? The streets is empty. Hey, you live. Anybody live in an area where they tell you can't have the car on the street after a certain time period? Yeah, right now that's where we're at. Streets is empty. They got 48 hours, Zeke. They got 48 hours. They gonna need to really. They might need to go to Cedar Point, Six Flags, go see a play or something. Get off the internet. It's looking spooky out here for y'all right now. Looking spooky. Mary S12 G Bush, I was waiting for you. I told you our nephew was gonna cook. He sure did. He sure did. Matter of fact, congratulations. Y'all been vindicated. The CU aunties have been vindicated. The CU uncles have been vindicated. The Colorado Buffs Nation has been vindicated. And my wife has now started the CU auntie chapter in the Philippines. She is now an international auntie. I didn't even know this until she got excited and started talking on the phone. She was like, "Yo, think your auntie is here?" I said, how did you pledge? Who pledged you in? Oh boy. They're gonna move these goalposts again, G Bush. Hey, but now you can see it coming from a mile away. You can stop them solo. You can stop them. You stop them right. We're not trying to hear none of that. We don't. No. Well, we got to see him do it three games in a row. We got to see if. And by the way, hey, if he don't get no first team reps now, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all got the coalition together. Y'all gonna be in every comment section moving. Let him not get no reps against the Eagles. Somebody, listen, somebody not gonna get to play like that. Because if he would have played bad, I thought they was gonna move well. We're gonna play Pickett, we're gonna play Joe Flacco, and we're gonna play Dylan Gabriel because Shedeur already got his money off, so we're not gonna play. No. Somebody, it's getting late early. Somebody's not going to be playing next week because the Browns can't not come in here and give him no minutes. Yes, he is. Rayshawn Davis. Yes, sir. All the time. Beautifully blessed one. Nephew brought the building down. Legendary, perfect timing. That boy G. Bush vindicated. Yeah. I'm sitting a little different right now. They looked at me like Noah Ark. Looked at me like the boy who cried wolf. I said, it's about to rain. I got a word. It's about to rain. 40 days and 40 nights. They looked at me and said, G. Bush, we in the middle of a desert. You got your wife out here building an ark? Talk about let's gather some animals up. You done lost your mind, bro. You and your medication. I know you got neck injuries. You've been taking that neck pain medication. You've been doing too much. I'm like, no, I'm telling you right now. Hey, look, man. 3 hours before the storm floods hit, I'm out there looking around like, man, look, I'm telling y'all, Doppler 3 radar said it's about to rain. You can get in on these arcs. You might want to get, man. They was looking at me like I was crazy. He got the nerve to tell he's not very athletic. Okay. He's all hype. It's all Prime. Shout out to Prime. Prime out there doing victory laps too. He said, I ain't got to pull up on Shedeur to make him play well. I ain't got to show up in those stadiums so he can play well. The nerve of you talking about, he's the first game he's not played without his dad. What is that? Like he 12, 13 years old. Like he don't got no offensive coordinator. Like he don't, like what kind of, no, yeah. Prime was like, I ain't showing up for none of that. I'm going to just tweet the whole time. You sound crazy out here, bro. I'll go visit Shiloh. I ain't showing up nowhere in Ohio to see Shedeur. He got it. White Town's King. I appreciate the super chat. The crazy thing is media tried to convince us that we didn't see what we saw for 4 years in college. It almost worked with propaganda. Propaganda is very tough because if you say something enough, what'll happen is people get tired of defending that because it's like you just want it to stop. You get tired of defending it. You get tired of debunking it. You get tired of rebuttaling it. And when it's so many people just keep saying the same thing over and over again, like, and then you know what? See, but I got time and energy. I got a lot of energy. I got time. I've been walking. I'm going to get my energy up. I don't got no problem rebuttaling all the time. And if it get too crazy, I'll just ask you, how many films did you break down? Get real quiet when that happened. Well, I'm not a analyst. I go by, I got a guy who tells me certain things and, I trust him. I don't trust nobody. We all fallible. You don't put your trust in man like that. We all fallible. I always tell people, don't listen to everything I say. I could be wrong too. Don't listen to everything I'm saying. What you need to do is listen to what I'm saying, let it go through, listen very carefully, and then judge and bring your own homework to the table. Bring your own perspective to the table and do your homework and have supporting details, and you can have a conversation. Never sit back and let somebody tell you that you're supposed to listen to them 100% of the time. Whoever telling you that is a fraud. Listen to me 100%. You crazy? I've been wrong thousands of times. Telling me what I'm... Stop. James Crosby. Impressive debut for the young brother. Proud of him. He's a winner. The it factor is strong with him. James Crosby, I appreciate the super chat. I got to give you the Yoda. The force is the it factor is strong within the young Skywalker. Young Shedeur has it factor written all over, says, yeah, he got it. He got it. Let's go 12. Show him who you are. Show him who you are. Hawaii Chris, 5282. Thank you for the super chat. 12 was slinging the rock tonight, but we know he was going to do that, though. Trade him to the Saints, please, since Cleveland don't want him. Hey, listen, Hawaii Chris, I can't endorse that. We can't endorse that. There's no way that I'm going to let Shedeur Sanders slide out of town. We might have to barricade him, and we might have to be outside of the stadium. We can't let that go down. Sorry, can't do it. B. Bush, I told you. We'll have 3 touchdowns. I'm proud, Texas auntie. Hey, man. See you, auntie. Y'all ready to go. Listen, y'all about to, listen. Y'all gonna cook up a spread tomorrow. Family gonna be good. Family gonna be good. See you, auntie's gonna be cooking fish. They might put something on the grill. Mac and cheese, potato salad. Bro, see you, aunties all around the world is cooking right now. Speaking of great food, man, if you in Florida, go see 3Gs. You know what it is. What's up, cuz? Barry and Shedeur, we're having a nice convo. As Coach Prime said, he going to be a problem after tonight. I believe in positive affirmations of faith. I believe in throwing that out there into the community. And Coach Prime definitely threw that out there. Somebody going to have to, these reps going to have to come from somewhere. They're going to have to come from somewhere, chat. I don't know who giving them up. Whose minutes is being sacrificed? I need you to put it in the chat. Whose minutes is is on Minimowski. Somebody got to get some minutes back, some reps after today. And just we going. Listen, the price today is not the same price as yesterday. I don't hang my hat on much in the preseason, but he showed everything worth celebrating in a situation like this. Leader, poised, confidence, and competent. Liam Harris, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me tell you this, all jokes aside, too. For the situation that he was in, I was very impressed. Not so much with the physical, but the way he handled it. Poised, confident, was able to understand the moment and rise to it. Think about that. How many opportunities in life you have something really, an opportunity to do something? Because let me tell you this, don't fall for this lie. This was the biggest lie from this was a lie. If you think that these folks was not going to write Shedeur Sanders off if he looked bad today, you're crazy. That was a talking point. Let me just tell you this. The only reason you say that is you don't want to come off looking crazy. You don't want to come off being a guy that's a knee-jerk reaction guy. You don't want to come off that looks unhinged. But let me just tell you this. If he would have went out there and performed terribly, there was going to be 50 to 60% of the fan base that was willing to write him off, and including 75 to 80% of the media. They would have said, I told you so. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. I mean, you see why he was a 5th round pick. You see why he wasn't getting reps behind Dillon Gabriel. It's right here. It was evident. He had a great opportunity and the perfect opportunity to do what he wanted to do. And it was on it, and he dropped the ball. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the bag. That was coming. Why do you think I told you got 48 hours to come up with where you spend it? Because that is what they were willing to do and how they was going to move with it coming out of it. Now they got to, well, listen, I mean, I don't know why people will think the Browns have been quarterback starved. They've been starved. So why wouldn't we want him to be good? I'm excited for the first step, bro. You saying that on Sunday. You ain't saying that right now because you had already came into the game feeling like he was going to fail. And some people, which is weird, actually really wanted him to. But the great thing about football, and like as I say, is proof's in the pudding. It's out there. Because other than trying to act like he's a sideshow, which that narrative is wild to me, he can actually play football. Let's not act like he's some black version of a Kardashian playing quarterback. And I'm not even saying the Kardashian, I'm just saying not like they don't have no talent. But I'm just saying in terms of people who are really popular, but some would say don't have a natural, they're not above, they're just mid at things. They don't really do anything to move the needle. They're not super athletic. They're not great actors or movie stars or whatever the case may be. They're just celebrities. People try to act like he was just Deion's kid who was a celebrity that has a Division II arm. No. Now we can talk about football next week. And I'll be watching and looking for every comment with 5th round pick in it. Because now I know I don't have to pay attention to you no more. Because obviously you rather peddle in narratives than to critique what's actually in front of you on the field. For those that want to diminish it, I mean, it's there. I need to see the exact same thing. The bar is there. The measuring rod is there. The measuring rod was what he put up. So now Dillon Gabriel got to look like that, right? Kenny Pickett got to look like that, right? Flacco should look like that. They should actually be better because they've had more resources put in them. They've had more time put in them. They've had more coaching put in them. They have more reps put into them. They're playing with better people. You should look better, right? So we're gonna hold y'all accountable to that. We're gonna hold y'all accountable. We're really gonna get to a point where now we're gonna see. Because when they get their opportunity, we're not gonna play the game where we diminish one and then downplay when the next person comes in and they don't play well. Mama Bell 70, thank you so much for the super chat. Legendary, thank you, G. Bush. Needed this tonight. We're just gonna get to the people tonight. We ain't gonna play around. Nephew made us proud. I pray for 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. He got close. Soldier Man, 2006. Yo, G, why do I feel like Ice Cube just dropped no Vaseline? 12, congrats on your first outing. Son, I personally am rooting for you. Go Browns. I feel it was bigger than that. It was like it was a wholesome diss track. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm doing this to y'all. I would hate to do this to you because I really want to keep you. You know what? You guys do. I do like Cleveland. Y'all did draft me, and I do want to bring a championship to the city. But I gotta put y'all in the place real quick. I got to do it to you right quick. Got to get to it. Shout out 504 Wheelman. Shout out to Mel Kiper. He put his name behind Baby Boy. He sure did. At all the Mel Kiper stood on business. He said, I got him the top ranked quarterback in the draft. I don't care if he won in the 5th round pick. That's on them. That's their evaluations. They stupid for not putting. He stood on business. I got to respect it. Right now, the memes on Twitter is going wild. Speaking of going wild, 5,489 and counting in here. I appreciate everybody. I need y'all to hit that. If you a CU auntie, we gonna if you was riding with 12, if you was a person that was arguing with people at work, if you was a person that every time you come around, when the speeding tickets happen, every time you had to hear about Coach Prime and how it was too much, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that comment section because we turning up. This is your time. This your weekend. This your weekend. We ain't nothing guaranteed. I don't know what reps he gonna get tomorrow. I don't know how he gonna play next week. But as for me and this weekend, it's y'all's weekend. Hit that. We need to run all the likes up because this pushes it out to the people, and they gonna have to see it over the weekend. They're like, dang man, this video he done did it. It done did. It's 80,000 people. You know why? Go ahead. Yeah. Put that like in there. There it is. There it is. Let me see. I got so many. I'm going to get to everybody. Dragon and Banner. I heard you earlier today, my brother. I seen you earlier. You pulled up on UCSF. 12 went crazy. But also, you see my guy Marshall. You said it. You said it. You said it last time you was on the podcast. I was waiting for you to pull up. I like him. He looked like he want a job too. Remember what he said? I pulled my tweet up. All he need is 10 other hungry dogs that's trying to go eat. Gloria, he made a play. Marshall made a play. I need these veterans to be like, hey, bro, listen, I try to tell y'all, listen, you never want to be on the outside looking in. If you hurt, you might want to get back on this field. Because you might be able to get some reps now. But come the game against Philadelphia, if y'all not able to play that game and he comes out and cooks in Philly, you're gonna have to fair catch. You're gonna have to fair catch that one. You might not get back in here. You might want to get your treatment. Get with your Pilates instructor. Get your treatment. You might want to be on that field. Bleed 347 haters real quiet. And they watching a new generation cook. Streets is empty right now. Empty. It's a bunch of dudes in the bed right now. It's a bunch of dudes. It's some hosts right now in the bed. It's 10 o'clock. Their wife is confused. Honey, what's going on? She over there reading her book, about to put her facial mask on, in her pajamas. He slip in the bed, take his slippers off, get under bed, put the covers up over his face, right to the brim. He's like, honey, what's going on? I feel like I'm coming down with something. Coming down with a little something. It'll be all right. But honey, it's you're usually up late, and right now it's only 11. It's the weekend. Is everything okay? This is real strange for you. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. He get up the next morning. You better get up the next morning. You got to go jog early. She here creeping out of bed, putting his little windsuit on. Honey, what's going on? Why are you up so early? It's 6:30. I couldn't sleep very well last night. I'm going to have to get up and just want to jog and clear my mind. Oh my goodness. They saw him. Like the streets is empty right now. Guys is really putting themselves on a bedtime. I gotta go sleep. I'm turning. They yelling at their kids for no reason. Kids just asking for regular stuff. Hey, Dad, could you fix me a bowl of cereal? This is what I'm talking about. You need to learn responsibility. I'm not gonna be fixing you cereal all the time. He like, dang, bro. Kids get back to the room. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with Dad today? Oh, I heard him talking to his fantasy football buddies about how Shedeur Sanders was playing well. I don't understand it. He says he's a Browns fan, but why is he mad Shedeur was balling? This is why you don't got no friends, G. Bush. I don't care. I hang out with my family. I don't need friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Feed Amade. I don't know if I said that right, but we appreciate your super chat. The haters are sweating bullets. See you, uncle. Our nephew is him. So we done heard from the aunties, the uncles in the building. Next super chat. See you, grandmas out here. 10 toes down. The grandmas is in the building. P. Rothstein, no first team reps, no problem. We have been vindicated, G. We knew once he got in the game, this was going to happen. What is the excuse going to be? I've seen a guy play 50 games in college and it looks the same. P. Rothstein, you ain't never lied. I was looking at it. I was coming in and thinking, I'm like, okay, let me see the speed of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because some people look overwhelmed. Some people get in the game and be like, ooh, kind of sped up for him. It was the same person I seen playing all them other games. Saying, no, it wasn't big. He wasn't spooked. He wasn't rushed. He was unbothered. Now it's crazy because, and I want y'all to start asking him, when it was told, when you were telling us that he didn't know the plays and that he was just so behind, when did he take a leap to just be able to do that? Because he wasn't playing. He wouldn't even get reps in practice. So who told you that? Did you witness him not playing well or missing plays up? Or what happened? I want to know. I'd like to know. Where you got that from? Mazzy B, I appreciate the super chat. You were poetic. You deserve more subs. Lovely to see good people like Shedeur doing well. Brian Quick with the tweet calling out haters and the hypocrites. Hey, I always say thank you so much. I always say, you know what I like? I don't even know how many subs I got. But I take 20,000 real ones over 100,000 people that just there hanging around. See, the barbershop ain't for everybody. It ain't. Actually, the content ain't for everybody. And that's fine with me because I want like-minded people. I want people that's thinkers. I want people that thinks deeper than surface level. And I'll take 20,000 of them people over 100,000 that's just there to hear the nonsense any day of the week, twice on Sunday. You only need a couple of good people in your life, bro. You don't need 100,000, 200,000 good people. No, you need a couple solid ones. That's it. That's it. You just need a couple of solid ones that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to encourage you, that's going to lift you up, that's going to be tough on you when you need to be tough. But still going to support you, right? That's what you need. You don't need a bunch of them other. Nah, that ain't what it is. This ain't for everybody. This cup of tea ain't for everybody. Because I can't. I'm just not built a certain way. Like I can't. Right is right, wrong is wrong. This is how I feel. This is how I'm moving. I respect everybody that come over here. I respect people's opinion. And the barbershop, like I said, this is about sports, music, and culture, man. So we talk about things that's going to intertwine with sports, right? In and out weaving. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do an analytics and talk about what, all of that other stuff, I mean, I could do that with the best of them too. But I like to get, I want to be tapped in with the real ones. That's how I move. G. Bush, back to trash cans and janitors on Monday. Listen, here's the thing. That's, they're going to have to figure, if it's back to trash cans and janitors on Monday, this is why I told people, when people will say they don't want necessarily Shedeur Sanders, it's because of this. There's a lot of times in which you're seeing, and this is what you guys should get. In football, in a lot of sports, it's a lot of politics involved. If I take a guy in the third round over a guy in the fifth round, that third round pick is making more guaranteed money. That third round pick has more resources put into him than the fifth round pick. So if you took the third round pick and the fifth round pick is better, they're going to say, well, why didn't you take Shedeur in the third round and use that fifth round pick on another position where it could have benefited the team? The best players don't play. I try to tell people this. The best players aren't in the NBA. The best players that are in the NBA are people that can know how to play the game, understand the game, are talented, but have relationships with agents, have relationships and good relationships with coaches, assistant coaches, are coachable, are willing to take certain roles that diminish parts of their game, but it gives them an opportunity to stay on that team. It's a bunch of things that go into that, right? So when you look at the Browns and you look at it, yeah, they're more invested in all those other people, right? They're more invested in Flacco. They're more invested in Pickett. They're more invested in Gabriel. But the problem is when you get to this level and you give people the opportunity to play and they thrive in that atmosphere, the worst thing that they could have did was throw him out there like that. Because I was the one saying to you, guys, you think you're going to throw him out here and make him look crazy? This is exactly what he wanted. See, y'all, people don't understand about Prime them, right? The difference between Prime and them and how they operate, they make it clear. Prime is like, yeah, we coming. We coming and we bringing the Louis luggage. Shedeur said, oh, yeah, I ain't got no first team reps. Who cares? I don't care about that. I got no first team reps. I'm a gamer. I'm going to get out there, whoever, I'll throw it to the janitors if they open. And then he still brought attention to himself. You know what he did? He said, I'm coming in with the boombox and the music. And I got my jewelry on. And I'm going to show the Rolly 3-4 times in this game. See, they put the pressure on themselves. But what y'all don't realize is they're oblivious to the pressure. Coach Prime's name was Prime Time. He was the first dude wearing jewelry. He thought he was so bad. He had the nerve to say, I'm going to play a football game and a baseball game in the same day, a playoff one too. He had the same energy to say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm so much faster than you. I'm going to tiptoe sideways on you. I'm a high step on you sideways. He had so much swag. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come out with my own rap video. And had the nerve to be singing on it. I said, this dude is the worst thing you can do is to give somebody like that an open invitation and a challenge. Because what happens is, as much as you stack up, it's high stakes. It's like if you go into a casino, and it's high roller casinos where they playing 25,000 a hand, but they got a bankroll. The casino is always on edge when the big rollers come in. Because yeah, they can take their money, and the odds is in the casinos, and it's always on the house. The house always has an edge. All it takes is one roll, and you just lost 25 million, 30 million, just like that. So yeah, you taking a lot of money, but the house know when the high rollers is in the building. They got to shut down certain areas now. We listen, get him up out of here. You get to winning too much. That's why they keep you in the casino. Give him free drinks, send 3 women to his house, give him whatever he wants. You just keep him spending that money. You see, them Primes and them Sanders is high rollers. Yeah, it looked like they took an L and lost that money. Yeah, they lost a little money when it came to the draft. Okay. Yeah, they lost a little money for the signing bonus. Yeah, they lost a little money and a little shine because they weren't getting no reps. But you made the mistake, casino. You invited them in one last time. Come on in here. High stakes. 50,000 a hand. And he had the nerve to be hot today. Walked away with half of your earnings for the whole fourth quarter. Just because you wanted to prove a point. Point proved. Because now, everybody know. I don't got to stand up and say it 100 times. Case closed. The national media will do that for us now. See, it's funny how it works. Because now the national media understands that he's good for business. There's a reason it was on the NFL Network. You think that they don't want him playing? I told y'all it was different. All my local brethren, I told you it was different. When these folks came up in here, I said, listen, it's a storm coming. And it ain't just from Colorado. It's from the banks of the Mississippi. It's from it's Stone Mountain in Georgia. It's the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. It's from the Great Plains of Wyoming in North Dakota, California with all the redwood trees, Arizona in the Grand Canyon. They're coming from everywhere. They don't care about your storylines, your history, your colors, what your process is, what your records for 5 to 10 years ago. No, they don't care about that. They're going to show up loud, unbothered, and shouting at the top of their lungs. We here for Shedeur. You know what? I like disruptors. Me being a guy that's been in this industry, leader of the Kool-Aid Mafia and Project Stockpile, I like disruptors because they're not complacent. They don't take no for an answer. And they've not been beat down by the dogma in your history. They're not living in their fears. They got a new perspective. They thinking of tomorrow when you living in the past. I like those people because they moved the narrative forward. They moved my process forward. And they are unwavering about trying to get to the tippy top today. Not tomorrow, not 6 years, not 85 years, tomorrow. So, picking in the hood too. I challenged Kevin Stefanski to have him thrown on trash cans. I don't think it's going to go that well this time. Especially when you got that contingency saying, loud and proud, we got proof now. Oh, this is great. Did I worry about cornerback? Cam was under. Thank you, hey, Saiyan Soul. Shout out to the Saiyans. By the way, I understood and see the same thing. Cam Ward looked terrible. Cam Ward is out here looking lost. He's out here looking unathletic. He looks like he's getting picked on. The DB game is, I was very disappointed in the DB game. And for a guy that they've been trying to give this nickelback position to, and Martin Emerson is out, wholeheartedly, can't do it. You're all right. You should be concerned about that. What's up, my man? How you doing? G. Bush, Cleveland has our quarterback. I have a 2X and a medium shirt for you, Earl. Hey, ICC change, bigger than sports. I appreciate you, my guy. Kirk Davis, Kevin. I don't even know how to get to that one, but we'll just do Kirk Davis. We'll appreciate your super chat. I wonder what Money and Mary Kay have to say now. Probably that he played good. See, the thing about a beat reporter is, they have to report what they saw. You're going to see that a lot. This is why I was never really over the top angry about it, because I said, bro, when he plays and he balls, there's nothing you really can say about it. Like, he played very well. Like, that's all you can move with it. Now, for the rest of the people that be hating around the water cooler, they're not going to be in the streets for about a couple of days. I'll see them on Tuesday. Vince, 7461, G. Bush, you called it. Sanders playing with the 2s against Carolina 1s. What can the naysayers say now? National spotlight will be on Cleveland. Heat is on. Boy, listen, they played right into it. Because now you can't even say anything because y'all was printing it. He's throwing the trash cans and support staff. Do you know how good you got to be to come out and do that against some 1s and you throwing against with trash cans and support staff? He can't call the play in the huddle. I thought that that was smooth. No reps. So the no reps with the 1s came back to be a feather in his cap. Boy, I told y'all. Y'all got to watch these high rollers that come into your casino. They put $7 million on black on the roulette tables. Whoa. There's a table limit on that, bro. You can't just be in here doing that. I mean, oh, Tony, I got you. I see what you're saying. Oh, he gonna have to report the news. 5,920 people in here. What's crazy is a lot of sports media like Rob Parker, who didn't watch Shedeur, but don't like Deion for the Tim McCarver interview years ago. I'll remember that. You're a big man, Deion. You're a big man. East Coast Kev. To all the trolls saying it's just preseason, but if Sanders screwing up, you say, I told you he was overrated, can't win for losing. That's why you don't pay attention to him. You'd be like, all right, whatever you want to talk about, dog. See, sometimes I can't worry about what somebody's opinion is, and I don't know what their accolades in life is. I mean, who are you? Joe Smo 26514. Like, bro, you got an eggshell emoji. Like, if your photo is not of you, but it's some random, nah, I can't argue with you, dog. Can't do it. Dylan Gabriel's on the sidelines like his dog ran away. How come that look, football ain't fair. That's why I told him, Shedeur, I don't care who he playing with, he better go out there and ball. He delivered. Life is about a game of delivery. Either you built for it and you go take advantage of it, or you're not. He took advantage of it. Now, when Dylan Gabriel get his shot, he better deliver. When Kenny Pickett get his shot, you better deliver. When Joe Flacco, you got to deliver. See, it's easy sitting there letting somebody else go first till they put that number on the board. Now the pressure on you. What you gonna do? Herm Edwards said it. If he balls out, he starts at Philly. Christopher Robbins. You know why? If it's even, I'm going with the young guy, in the words of Herman Edwards. Herm said it. If it's even, and he said this, and go back and rewind it. He said, I'm going to go to the veteran. If it's even, I'm going to give him your reps because he's going to be better than you by week 5. Think about it. They've been getting all the reps, the whole practice. Why wouldn't they look better? They better come out here and be hitting for 200. I'm looking for 200. Kenny needs to update his resume. My man. You're right. Look. Gotta get that LinkedIn together, dog. Got to get that LinkedIn profile together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to have to really cook. Really. Get that LinkedIn together. What are we doing? Listen. Trizzy in the money. Yeah, it's looking real. They better come back ready. They throwing right now, I think. They throwing to either their girlfriends or their wives or somebody, their assistant. They throwing right now. They getting plays underway. Okay, G. Bush, I got a beef. It's now officially time to pick a side on and off the barbershop. Feel me? Get off the fence and get at them saltines who don't watch film on their turf. So here's what we're gonna say. I always say this. I've always explained this. I got 3 shows, right? I got 3 shows. I do a show on the Bleacher Report called the Browns Unlocked. That's a reporting gig. So what I do is I basically give the updates, the daily updates of the Cleveland Browns each and every week, right? I got the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show where I'm on a panel with 4 people. If you go back and you rewind what I say on there, I got the most explosive arguments in the history of the game on there. If you rewind my tape, my resume, this is my resume, my living resume. I was the first dude in the game that told people, how dare you tell Colin Kaepernick he had to kneel for the flag? How dare you tell him that he's not he ain't a person that's a real American citizen and is disrespectful? When in the SEC they fly a Confederate flag at state capitals at SEC games. That was my resume. I'm the first person to say, how you gonna talk about Deshaun Watson and you talk about all this other stuff when you didn't say nothing to Justin Tucker and you elected a president that got more? See, that was me. When you talk about in Colorado and how we talk about it, I was the first person to say that Shedeur Sanders under no circumstances should ever stop doing this. I was the first person when I told him, y'all trying to talk about trackers? Trackers? How you gonna say I made them make a tracker? Made them have it. See, the reality of the situation is this. I've been the #1 spokesperson in the game. From the questioning of Coach Prime, from how dare you talk about a black father, to how dare you gonna just dismiss what he do in the community. I've been on it all times. People, sometimes you gotta realize when you on, it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's more than one way to come at something. And sometimes you gotta win an argument by just showing them, right? And today, what is there to show? I was the one who said, don't worry about it. When you get your opportunity, kill the game. When you want to show it a platform with 45 different people, you don't get a time. You don't got enough time to be going in and out of conversations with people. You don't got time to be going around cutting people off. You got a finite amount of time to get to it, and we only got 15, 20 minutes for a segment or 10 minutes for a segment. It's produced. You got to get in and you got to get to it. So here's the thing. G. Bush is a representative of G. Bush's thoughts wherever I'm at. I've been on record saying what I've been saying, and I've been on record saying what I've been saying from collusion to DeMar Hamlin. I don't tiptoe and I don't sit on fences for nobody. So what you got to do is you got to check my resume and understand that when I'm on the barbershop, I take the barbershop everywhere with me. It's still my platform. People know how I get down. They know how I get down. I always tell people, I ain't trying to go to no cookouts. I ain't got to be at no bar mitzvah, but at the same time, I understand what your role is on different places and parts, and it's a time and place for everything. Like I always said, to anybody that got a platform somewhere else, always invest in yourself. Always continue to give yourself an opportunity to have an outlet to do your stuff, right? But in terms of what my role is and how we move, G. Bush ain't fence riding on nothing. I've been the #1 dude in the game in Cleveland talking about Shedeur Sanders. I've also said where Shedeur Sanders has some missteps. I've also said that in giving critiques on certain things. So when we talk about who don't, get at them for who watching and film on their own turf, first and foremost, that's my turf. And I'm home wherever I'm at. So I have no problem disagreeing with you here, outside, in a coffee room, wherever I'm at. But I could do it respectfully, and I could do it intelligently, and I could do it in multiple ways. So I could do it this way here, I could do it the other way here, and I could do it at UCSS. But by the way, I'm nobody's attack dog, by the way. You can't just go sick him. That ain't my style. Go over there and sick him. Nah, we don't do that. Shedeur showed that he's built for the stage, and that's what he is, that he wants it. Miles and David are already gravitating towards him. Can't deny 12's destiny. Let's see what we got here, man. You held it down on UCSS. They tried you. I appreciate that. Miami, Mac 305. Mel Kiper ain't looking crazy. His Sanders parlay hit. Hey, look, hey, speaking of somebody that stood on business, Mel Kiper stood on business too. Still you auntie here, Stacy in Chamberlain. We see what it is. I appreciate you. Vortex FX 420. Bengals fan here. Shedeur is a real deal. Please don't start him against the Bengals as a first-round talent. Once he makes the easy throws, it's game over. It's a Bengals fan stepping. Shedeur is already better than Anthony Richardson. All the hurt QBs in the rehab room tomorrow at Black 5 Entertainment. You right. They getting that extra treatment. Sanders is quick. Russell Wilson vibes. Anthony Latham, we appreciate your super chat. Irvin Red Templar up. I am not perfect, but together we are perfect. Remember the Titans Browns edition. Hey, Buff Mamas, there goes that man serving with cheese, with the cheese with the wine. Larry Fournier, G. Bush after tonight, all arrows are pointing up for Shedeur. Project Leroy 920. Make sure you have that strap when you walk in the door Monday morning after tonight's game. You're going to be moving around. Cat's going to be looking crazy. Cat's going to be coming in. Hey, with championship belts on just like that. Patrick Caldwell, thank you so much for the super chat. Freeman Harris 6500, thank you so much for the super sticker. Black 5 Entertainment. Kozar told us that Shedeur Sanders has calm feet. He showed it. He did his thing. Running with the big dogs. All the puppies need to sit on the porch. The house that Prime built, legendary 12. Y'all been killing the super chats. Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel clearly must be Hall of Fame caliber players with Shedeur being in the fourth quarterback. James Mays 47. That's kind of wild. G. Bush always keeps it 100. Cleveland ain't serious. It ain't starting LA Rams need quarterback if you don't want him. No. We want him. Prime told us he was pro ready. Told us loving this, intelligent, humorous, accurate. Thank you so much, MRW Bell. Soldier Man 2006 AG, how long do you think it will take for the haters to jump on the bandwagon? Bro, it's already started. I give the analogy like Noah's Ark. I'm pretty sure when that rain started coming down and it didn't stop for a couple of days, there was a couple knocks on that ark door. Noah! Hey, dog, I was just playing. You know, I will always liked you. I always liked you, Noah. I always liked you. Listen, I got a couple of animals you don't got yet. Let me just get my llamas in here. Just me. It's me and my wife. It's a couple of people. Kelly Michelle, what's up, man? Wherever you at, man. I think you're in DC now, man. Fitness with Kelly Michelle 3902. Good hearing from you. G. Shedeur showed humility, command, and poise, grading himself a C. Shows he's hungry. Let him eat miles away, but forever on my field. We always appreciate you wherever you at, Kelly Michelle. Continue to do your thing out there and bring that fitness, bring that hope to people out there in America. We appreciate you. We keeping it rolling, man. Popular villain. Tony Grossi just said he was wrong about 12. Wow. I always give people grace. Yeah, give people, always allow people new information so they can come along. Allow people to say, I didn't see this. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. KJ, K Journey. Hey, cousin G. Did my cousin-in-law watch the game? Does she have did she have on every TV? Yes. How many TVs did you have it on, babe? I think she had it on every TV. She was on every TV. Did you start the See You Aunties in the Philippines yet? New chapter, right? See you, yeah. See, they wasn't playing. See no stacks. G. Bush, he's the future of the organization, and he's going to be the reason the Browns will get a lot of televised game. He's must see TV. I'm just happy I'm happy the people get to see something. Kirk Davis, my man. Shedeur Sanders 12 was playing that Meek Mill song. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I put it up, I've been asking y'all thought it was rented? Yeah. The intro. Yeah. He knew. Y'all thought it was rented. Yeah. Never forget. The two quarterbacks with hamstrings got more reps at joint practice than 12, and he was the starter. The rejected will be respected. G. Bush, we saw the supercomputer wearing number 12 tonight. Thank you for always holding it down for the CU aunties. If Gabriel's getting snaps over Shedeur going forward, it's football malpractice or sabotage. That's why they tell y'all, I don't know why you would take, because you can't hide nobody. You can't hide Shedeur Sanders. You can't. He's even, and as much as I've been a supporter of his talent and skill set, even there's a part of me who knows how hard it is to play that position and still come out with that limited amount of opportunities prior to this to play as well as he did. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm expecting an interception. I'm expecting maybe a tip pass, a pick, or some strip sacks or thump. Because it's the thing that's in the back of your head, like, man, this dude he played better than I thought, and I thought he was going to play well. RC, what's up, my man? Robert Cunningham in the building. Shedeur Sanders is good for YouTube business and looks great for the Browns. Go Browns and Guardians. Guardians is hot right now. Guardians won 8 of their last 9 series. These dudes trying to Detroit, you're falling off. You 6 games up? Yeah. Shedeur is good for YouTube. Hey, Shedeur is good for winning. By the way, I mean, whose roster do you want? The Panthers or the Browns? The Browns was out there with 2s and 3s, and they was cooking. I didn't see nothing the Panthers was doing. I was like, man, I mean, Bryce Young looked okay. But you tell me, put it in the comment section. Who looked better? Bryce Young, he had a nice throw down the sideline to T-Mac, but who looked better? Lloyd and Jay had me ready to crash out earlier. Tell stood on biz tonight. Kevin Stefanski did him no favors this week with practice reps, and he still balled. Broadview Bo, 3939. Appreciate the super chat. This is why. This is why. When we say what we say on the barbershop, when we said earlier, I say, listen, guys, you don't need to crash out. You don't need to crash out. Because when somebody shows you, and I open up the show and say, he did something that none of us could do. No matter what we say, and we go back and forth, and what logic we spit, and what all kind of stuff we say. Guess what? Understand this. That ain't gonna keep people up off you. The only thing to keep people off your books is that work. That's why I'm such a firm believer, and I get so angry and upset when people try to diminish work. Don't diminish practice. Stop trying to diminish preseason games. Stop trying to diminish regular season games. Stop trying to say this don't count, but it was empty stats, but this don't count. No. Real people that played, you don't do that. I'll never diminish that because I know every single play that you go out there, you have a chance of never coming off the field and playing again. So the trivialness of people who just play fantasy football and want to act like, look, man, and really, people say, I'm tired of talking about that. No, you shouldn't be. Go get another line of work. It's people out here digging ditches for a living. It's people out there that's busting their tail doing manual labor. How dare you say, I don't want to talk about this? That's what you get paid to do, talk about it. I am never going to say I'm tired of talking about the Browns quarterback situation. I'm going to talk about it until we get one. I'm going to talk about it until, no. Strap in, lock in, and let's get to it. Couple more here. Let's keep it real. What's next for Sanders? They known for grooming QBs. Ray Fountain, we appreciate the super chat. Here's the thing. Again, more than anything, and more than coaches understand this too. Yeah, they're when you get a franchise quarterback, who groomed Joe Burrow? Who groomed Jaden Daniels? Who groomed Lamar Jackson? Josh Allen got McDermott. He ain't no genius. See, when you get a franchise quarterback, you know it. He comes with certain intangible. All you got to do, most of the time, you just don't want your coach to get in the way. You just don't want your coach to be in the way. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't mess it up for him. Right? So now the ball, for everybody, when people say, you know, what's next as we wrap up this show? What's next is now we're going to get to see and evaluate the next people. Kevin Stefanski, balls in your court. You going to be dumb or you going to react to what you saw firsthand? Local media, you guys going to still keep pushing narratives or you just going to say, you know what? This is this different. We're going to have to see what this guy got, right? Quarterbacks, if you didn't play today, we're going to see what you're going to do when you get an opportunity. Balls in everybody else's court. You got to learn, let's not keep putting the onus on Shedeur. The Cleveland Browns is a 3-14 team. They get no benefits of the doubt. Andrew Berry got people running around, not playing. His drafts have been trashed. He don't get the benefit of the doubt to just fast forward. Hey, Haslam's, you've been in here all this time. You got what you wanted. We gave you the $600 million, but you don't get no benefit of the doubt that you can punt on 3 years and say you gonna wait. No. That ain't what we doing. Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, y'all been getting the majority of your reps over Shedeur. So since you've been getting those reps, I need to see what you're gonna do. And I do want to see you play. Because people have been trying to write and give y'all positions since day one. And you ain't really been doing nothing with them. So now I'm gonna see what you're doing. Balls in their court. Not Shedeur don't gotta show. Listen, he don't gotta show and prove. Oh, you no. The rest of them gotta show and prove. Shedeur continue to add to this work and continue to get more reps because the scary part about it is what happens when he does get reps. What happens when he is working with Jerry Jeudy in the first team line? What happened when he gets a whole week of preparation? and a game plan put in specific for a team. What happens when he got, see? Very interesting. Y'all got 48 hours to figure it out. 48 hours to figure what we talking about. Saying so. Cream always rises to the top. Go Browns. Can't hide it. It's a way of life. It's a physics. It's just the way physics work. You always gonna tell where it's coming at and where you arise to the top. Eric W., thank you so much for the super chat. It's like we can see how good he is and the coaches and GMs can't. It's some BS. Perfect timing. You know what? You know what the great thing about life is, Eric? I think the coaches and the GM have a different perspective after today's game. Because it's funny how tape works that way. VC 78. Like I said last week, they can both go. He's like, I'm gonna reiterate this, man. E. Crawford, 2965. G. Bush, I knew number 12 looks good. Let's see how the haters will diminish into excellent effort. They're gonna try. They're gonna try. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get up out of here. We appreciate every single person that came in here and really gave us that work, gave us that energy. We appreciate you guys. As we said, we will be back tomorrow, ready to go. 9 o'clock, make sure you tap in with the barbershop. But we just had to do this for the streets. We did this for the streets. We're going to tap in tomorrow, 9 to 11, right here on the barbershop. With that being said, you never know where G. Bush might show up. Radio, television, internet. But if you want a fresh cut on sports, the barbershop is the place to go for the real. Have a great rest of your evening. And as always, go Browns.